List of techniques used in social engineering, following the social engineering life cycle. Attackers follow a structured approach in social engineering. First, they gather information from sources like social media or casual conversations to make their approach convincing. Then, they engage the target using a crafted story or persona, building trust by posing as someone familiar or authoritative. Once the target feels comfortable, the attacker carefully extracts sensitive information or prompts actions that compromise security. Finally, they exit the interaction subtly, covering their tracks to avoid raising suspicion, leaving the target unaware of the manipulation. Baiting and scareware are two deceptive tactics attackers use to manipulate unsuspecting victims. Baiting relies on enticing promises, such as free items or beneficial files, to lure people in. Attackers might strategically place infected USB drives in public spaces or design online ads that appear useful but lead to malware-infected sites. In contrast, scareware exploits fear, displaying alarming messages like, "Your computer is infected," to create panic. These fake warnings prompt victims to install supposed security software that often turns out to be malicious. Both tactics aim to bypass caution, using curiosity or fear to trick individuals into compromising their own security. Pretexting and phishing are two prevalent social engineering tactics that exploit trust and urgency to gain sensitive information. In pretexting, attackers pose as trusted individuals, such as colleagues or law enforcement officers, and use carefully crafted questions to gather personal data, relying on their assumed authority to build credibility. Phishing, on the other hand, typically involves emails or text messages that induce a sense of urgency or fear, prompting recipients to click on malicious links or share confidential details. These phishing messages often appear to come from familiar sources, such as banks or employers, making them easy traps for unsuspecting victims. Both tactics use psychological manipulation, leveraging trust, authority, and urgency to bypass caution and gain access to private information. Phishers use social engineering tactics like baiting, scareware, pretexting, and phishing to exploit trust, curiosity, and fear for gathering information or breaching security. Baiting attracts victims with enticing items or links, while scareware uses fake security warnings to trick people into downloading harmful software. Pretexting involves attackers impersonating trusted figures to gather personal data, and phishing sends urgent messages prompting clicks on malicious links or sharing sensitive information. Recognizing these tactics helps us understand how attackers exploit human behavior to achieve their goals. Being cautious is essential for protecting our data from tactics like baiting and phishing. Understanding these methods helps us spot traps before falling into them. Verifying sources, especially with urgent or fear-inducing messages, can prevent manipulation and data theft. Staying vigilant, educated, and a bit skeptical toward unexpected requests keeps us safer and reduces our risk of these attacks.